For my first king of Italy, I did promise you Barolo. However, as I mentioned earlier, we're doing something slightly different here. So from the same grape variety here, which is Nebbiolo, which they use to make Barolo. Also from the same region and from a producer who makes top quality Barolo, some of the most expensive wines in Italy, from Conterno. So this name Conterno really is a special name. They started out, the Conterno family, making wines in the 18th century, in the 1700s, believe it or not, up in Piemonte, where this wine's from, where also Barolo is produced. But yeah, the Nebbiolo grape is what we talk about here. And Aldo Conterno, he took over the winery in 1969. It's his name on the bottle now, but his son is the winemaker now, Stefano. What am I expecting from this wine? When we come and taste wines, we've got a preconceived idea. So Nebbiolo grape, Barolo. We're thinking about high acid levels here, high tannin, a lot of chewiness on the gums. The best Barolos are wines which they ping off all types of parts of your palate. They really are quite special to drink in that sense. Fruit flavour wise, typically we look at violet flavours here, but also we're looking at a lot of those secondary flavours, those tar flavours, almost like brick and leather and coffee and chocolate. Really big deep flavours here. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this wine. One of the best wines I've ever tasted was from Aldo Conterno. I'm going to have a taste. The nose, the fruit character, the violets coming through, cherries really coming through strongly. But also some of those deeper, darker notes which I mentioned earlier on, a little bit smoky. Oh wow, yeah, I just took a little sip just to get a general flavour of the wine. Yeah, it's hitting off all those parts of my palate that I expected it to do. You can see from the wine it's actually not too deep in colour. This is classic of Nebbiolo. It has this slight orangey, tawny look to it. Sometimes people say it looks like brick dust in an affectionate way. Now, at first sip, I was just looking to see the sensations of the wine. It is hitting me absolutely everywhere already. I can tell you that acidity, yeah, really right at the back. A lot of fruit flavour for a Nebbiolo, quite interesting. Yeah, a lot of fruit, which balances really nicely with the acidity. I'm going to have a little taste now for the tannin, see how big it is. This is going to be really important when we're thinking about wine pairings. So I've really rolled it over my gums. Not as high as I was expecting on the tannin. Because this wine is produced from Conterno using younger vines, so this is using 20-year-old vines. His top wines are using up to 70, 80-year-old vines. So here he's produced a wine which is young, good to drink young, but in the style of a Barolo. Really nice wine. It's ready to go now. Half an hour in a decanter would be absolutely perfect, I think, for this wine. I'm going to try with a little bit of Morbière today. So this is a mountain cheese from the Jura region in France. Really delicious Morbière, actually. Delicious flavour, and it's got that beautiful layer of vegetable ash running through the middle. With the wine, I'm going to have a little taste alongside. And that's a really superb pairing, actually. It works beautifully with it. Because there's not quite as much tannin as expected, that works well because of the structure of the soft Morbière. The wine, I think it's a delicious wine. I'm going to score that up at 8.0 here for the Il Favot. And for the pairing of the two, yeah, really nice combination, actually. I'd definitely drink that again. I'd recommend that to people in the restaurant. I think we're looking here, I'd say 78% here for the pairing.